Hello guys, welcome to another video tutorial by Nocode Africa, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you something really cool. We're going to be building a blog application, right? Something really simple that has some comment feature that allows users to like reply to a particular comment, right? So we're just going to build something really simple. Actually, I'm not talking about the front end, right? So if I told you want to learn how to design, like maybe create the front end designs, you can check the videos on the description of this video. Okay, so you will see some links to tutorials that I created before that will guide you on how to go about designing front end for your applications in Flutterflow. Meanwhile, this particular design was not created by me. It was just from one of the templates found inside Flutterflow. So let me just change this to blog app. Okay, something like that. All right guys, so I want to make this video really short, so let's try to see how we can achieve that. Okay, so I already created the design. So we have the home page here. All right, this is the page that the users will see when they log into the application. They will click here to bring up the screen where they can add their post, and then this is like the login part, the created account and login part, and then this is where they will fill a form to post, like to make their post. I think this thing doesn't have to be like this can be just like this. Yes, and then we have the post details screen, something like this, and then we have this comment outline, right? So we have something like this. Let me just try to make this a bit interesting. Okay, so this could also just be an icon really, but I just left it like that. So so this is just like a basic design, simple design. Pay attention to the functionality, guys. So I didn't really pay attention to the design here. Okay, so then the reply bottom sheet, and then the part where the user gets to upload an image, like to update their profile photo, right? And let's see, here we have, this is the profile photo of the user. Okay, so maybe this, I could just make this to be maybe 120, right? So that turns this into a circle, kind of. I would have used a circle image, but this is what I used. Okay, so let's try to set it up now. So first of all, what I did first was create this, and then I have connected to Firebase. So you have to go ahead and do your entire connection in Firebase, like go ahead and do Firebase connection. If you don't know how to do Firebase connection, you will have to refer to the tutorial still under this video, introduction to Flutterflow. Okay, and then also CRUD, how to execute CRUD in your Flutterflow applications. All right, so let's get straight to this. So you have to set up your Firebase. This is my Firebase right now. I just have the setup, basic setup. So what I'm going to do now is I'll go ahead and then launch the Firestore database. So I'll just click here to create the database, and I'm gonna start in test mode. Okay, so I'm starting in test mode, deploy it and enable. Okay, then after these I will go ahead and then set up my storage, and then from there we build the application quickly and we finish it, and then you learn the skills. All right, so try to pay attention to this, because you will get to learn a lot of things that you can actually use in your application. Meanwhile, if at all you have not subscribed to this channel before, please just go ahead and then click on the subscribe button, please. This is you really helping me. All right, so click on the subscribe button, punch it in the head for me, please. All right, and then also, just for the algorithm, just also like this video for me. Indeed, at the end of the video you will of course like it. So but just go ahead and hit the like button as well. All right, and you can drop comments. I respond to comments frequently, so just drop comments for me. I will try to see how I can help you. Okay, so I have turned on the storage, and let's go back to the application. So where do we start from? First of all, let's complete authentication and just be able to have the user to log into the application. So here we have the fields for email address and password. Let's go to create account actually. So this is it, and if the user clicks on get started, authentication create account, email provider, email is the authentication provider, and we have set these. Confirm password is this particular one, and that's it. The user can create an account, and they can also sign up with these. So let's go ahead and set that up quickly. So this is it, auto create account Google. I will show you some other settings you need to do to make sure that Google really works. Okay, then we need to do login. So on the login pad, email address, password. So click on this. Let's take this Apple off, and I am not gonna do forgot password, so we can just take it off. Okay, so we have this, and let's go ahead and click on the sign in button. We click here. Authentication login, email provider, email field is email address, password field is whoa, okay, so this is password, right? Do we have any other password? I'm not supposed to see something in the other screen, so this is password, right? There's no other field here. This is actually also called password, but let me see. Let me click on here, and from variable, let me try this and use it. Widget state, and then the one that is password will show. So confirm password, email address, password too. So I just wanted to be sure this is what I'm selecting. Okay, see, there's a password field. So for the email address, I need to do the same thing. So I just want to be sure, actually, that's why I'm doing like that. So I'll go to widget state, and then I'll look for email. Okay, exactly, email address too. So guys, that's it. So be careful about this, otherwise you have some issues. And then for Google, Google is this is create account. No, this is supposed to be backend database, Firebase authentication, login with Google. Yeah, so that's like it. Then we have some issues. We still have some issues here. So project has authentication, but entry page is not specified. Let's click on here. So entry page is going to be like the page that the user sees, so it's going to be the login page. Logged in page is going to be home. I think that's it, and we've solved like the major issue. So let's see what are the problem. Widget row is set as flexible, but this, let's click on this and see what is happening. Okay, so widget row is set as flexible is in a column with unbounded height. Okay, so let's see how to fix that problem. Unbounded height. So I think we can use this unbounded height. Okay, let me see. Unbounded height. Okay, so I will just go ahead and then change this. If I change this like this, it's supposed to take out the error. We still even have the error, which is really set as flexible. Widget is set as flexible. Okay, so it's set as flexible. So you'd want me to turn it off. So when I turn it off now, this particular part is not going to give me what I want. So, and now I can turn it off again. Okay, so let's see. The column here is like this. And let's see if we can just quickly fix this. I think that's just a little error that we have. Alright, so, okay, so hold on guys. Let me give this padding here, say 20. Or, okay, so let's see. There's a container here, and that's what is carrying that image. And then this is it. Okay, I think I understand what's going on. Okay, so column, then it has another column actually. So okay, so let me just change this to this, and then what else? I need to just say 20 here. Okay guys, I think we are fine now. Alright, so this is a text field. This is like a text, right? Yes. And let's give it some things on the edges. Yes, let's say 12 because it might expand. So let's say 12, and then here to 12, and then here 12. Okay, that didn't work out quite well. Oh, I did that to the column. So just, okay, I did that to column actually. Alright, so this is okay. I think I can use it on this. Okay, so that we can adjust that later. Let me just show you the functionality, guys. Alright, so I did the same thing here. Let's just remove this and just give that to this. Let's give that to this 12. Okay, so guys, this is how it works, right? So we want a situation whereby the user will be able to click here to log in into the application, right? After they've logged into the application, they will come to the home page, and when they come to the home page, they'll click on this. So when they click on this button, what should happen? It should take them to the create post page. So we'll click here and say navigate to create post. Okay, so create post, and then what happens? We can just say default type is fade, and then here is 500. Sweet. Now the next thing we need to quickly do is we need to go ahead and do something really quick here. Alright, so let's click on this and say let's adjust the source of the image. So let's say it's from network, and it's authenticated user photo URL. Beautiful. Okay, so it doesn't show because I don't have any placeholder, so you can quickly just say image placeholder. Alright, so image placeholder, come to images here, and then you can actually maybe click on this guy and right click, copy image address, come here, and then click on this default variable value, confirm. Alright, so now you have something that at least shows. Alright, so then the next thing we need to do quickly is now the user can come in here. Let's make it sure that they can log out. So let's go ahead and click here, click on this point, add an action, go to backend database, Firebase Authentication, log out. So when they log out, of course, it takes them to the login screen. Alright, so the next thing we need to do quickly is let's go to this post, create post, right? So let's create post. So we click on this. This is the post title. So let's name this text field. So title, then description. It's always good to name them so that in case when you're looking for it, you will quickly be able to figure it out. So this is image. Okay, and then this is just add a kind. So what we need to do first is when the user clicks on this, they will fill this particular text field, then fill this one, and then click on this button. When they click on this button, we want to be able to help them to upload media. So upload media, so upload or save media, and then the upload type is Firebase, and upload type is Firebase. Then we have okay, so I think that's it. We have to turn on and say show snack bar, right? So we show snack bar, and then what do we do? Okay, so show snack bar, I think that's all. Then here is going to upload, it's going to show the image that we just uploaded. So we will come here to widget state and say uploaded file URL. Okay, great. So we will click here on create post, and then we have to give an action to this. So we want to create a document when we click on create post. So we're not navigating, we're actually doing a Firestore create document. What kind of document are we creating? Post. So guys, if you come here, you will see that there is a structure for post, title, description, the user, which is the document reference, the username, that's the name of the user, the user's photo created at, that's it. Okay, so now we are going to set the fields. So we will just set all the fields, and I think that's it. Okay, so we will say title, specific value from variable. We'll click on this and say widget state title. Good. And then we will go to from specific value to from variable. We will say widget state description. Okay. Then we will say user. We will just say authenticated user reference. Okay. So there's an issue here. Let me see. This is a user. Oh, user reference is referencing post. I did make a mistake there. Okay, so post to user. All right, this is wrong. Well, we might not really need that. Okay, I think we might. Let's say user. Let's just put it in case we need it. So user document reference, we're referencing users. Okay, that's why we had that issue. So now let's go to users document reference. So we'll say authenticated user reference. Great. And then we will come here to username. We will say specific value from variable. We'll click here and say authenticated user display name. Good. And then Okay, so we have to still do some setups in the reply screen I just discovered. All right, so we have to go ahead and then use a photo. Let's set it up. I just remembered something that I didn't set before. So let's use a photo, photo URL, and then create a time from variable. So we can just say global properties current time. So guys, we're done with setting up this. So after the users created this, okay, there's a problem. Firebase setup storage. Okay, we will do that. So when the user is done, we need to return back to navigate back to home. Okay, so we fade and then we say create 500. Well, we won't really show their post or edit their post or something, so that's just the end of the flow. So they sign up, they go back, like they create a post and then they go back to home. Great. So the post is going to show here, and let's go to home. So this is a home, and this is inside a list view. So this is the column, all right, inside a list view. So we will query this list view. All right, so we'll see backend query type. We say query collection. We're querying the list of posts, all right, and we want a list of documents, not filtered by anything. We just want everybody's post, for instance. Okay, so we will go ahead and say confirm. We'll say confirm and confirm. Okay, great. So it comes out like this, really beautiful. So we'll go ahead and click on this and get the sources of the images. So I'll click here and say it's network. So I can click here and say post documents. Post document. Why did I call this user photo? Post user photo. Post user photo. Not really a good name, but I think that's actually what I called it. Post. Okay, user folder. Post photo. Guys, post photo. Post folder. We're supposed to pick the user folder and the image of the post. We can just say image. Okay, so let's just correct that immediately. Image part and then this. So let's come back here to create post, right? So we made some errors, I think. So I have to come back here to create document. So here is user folder. It's taking the authenticated user folder. Okay, great. So then we need to add the image. So the image is going to come from a variable, is going to come from widget state. It's going to be offloaded file URL. That's it. Okay, so now we have fixed this particular one. So this photo here is going to be uploaded file URL, and we've uploaded. Okay, I think we're fine. Okay, great. So we come back to home, and we were setting up some things here. So this was where we wanted to set something. We discovered there was a problem. So on the post document, this is going to be image. All right, great. So here is going to be the post title. So let's scroll up and then look for here and say post document, post title. And then here is going to be the image of the user. So the person who made the post. So we say post document user photo. That was why I have that there. And then here is going to be a combined text. We will say combined text, say by, then we put it like this, add another text, and we click here and say post document username. Great. And we confirm. Okay, so then here is going to be the created time. All right, created at. So we put it like this. We say it's a date time format. We say it's I think something like this. All right, so we use a relative time a moment ago. Okay, so now we have this, and I think we're good like this. So right now everything will come out properly. Let's click on this and make it scrollable. All right, so this takes us to here, and then it shows this, and this is fixed. This can log out. What else are we missing out? So let's go to the post details. So now this is basically what is supposed to happen. When the user clicks on this image, we want them to go to the post details page. So we will click here, add an action, and we will say navigate to post details, and then we will say fade and say 500 and say define. All right, so it brings us here. So we are going to have to add a parameter here. So we'll say PostRef. Okay, so PostRef, it's not required. We will say it's document reference, it's referencing post. I hope you're getting this. If you're getting it and it's really making you feel good, please just hit the like button. Thank you very much. And then we confirm. All right, so then we pass it, like pass some details here now to the other side. That's like what we're doing here. So we'll click on here and say post document, and then we will say PostRef, confirm, and we're good. Guys, we're good, really good. All right, so the next thing we need to do is we will go to post details, and then we will come over here to the post details pad. We will actually do a backend query on the scaffold of this screen, and it's going to be a document from reference. We're going to be querying the post, and we're going to be saying PostRef, and then this, and then this. Good, guys. All right, so now we're done with that. What we just need to do is get the details. All right, so let's scroll down here, go to where we have the background image. All right, so I click here, change it from assets to network, click on here and get the post document, not user folder, we need the image. Good, guys. And then here we will just go ahead and scroll up. We will say post document title. Good, again. So we click here and we will say change from asset to network. Then we will click on here and say post document. We will say the user folder, and then here we will just do the combine text again. Where is it? Combine text. We will say by. All right, great. And we say add text. We will say we'll go to post document, and then we'll say username. Great. Confirm. Good. And then here we will say click on this, go to post document and say created art. Then we change it from this to this, and we say a moment ago relative time, and we confirm. Then here we will say description. So we'll say post document and we say description, and that's it. So guys, we now have our details, right? So what we need to do now is, let me just go ahead and give some padding here. Let's say 12. All right, so now what we need to do really is, okay, so this is a column, right? And we would like to show the folder of the person who dropped the comment here, and we would like to see their name too. So let's okay, so I will remove all of this. Let's quickly do that. And then here, all right, in this column I'm going to wrap, let me be sure that I'm doing the right thing. So where is that column? Okay, this is a column, there's a text, so I'm gonna wrap this text in a row. Great, this text is wrapped in a row, and then I'm going to duplicate this row. Okay, and so this row is going to carry the name of the user. So let's say David Orok. Okay, so I think we have a little challenge really. When the user is creating an account, their name is not showing, so I think we need to go and add a field for name, right? Yeah, because we don't have it. So this is David Orok, and then we can, what do we do here? Let's just there's a column here, there's a big column here. Let's just push it away from here and say 12. Okay, great. Then we can also do it here 12 too. Okay, so I think this is okay now. It's a central line, so everything is working. So this is going to be the comment from this person. So let's make these a little bit different. So let's say 700 by 12. Okay, so 700 by 12. This is this user, and then this is their comment. Okay, so we're good. All right, so let's copy this column and then delete this column and paste it here. So this person is gonna be the user B, and hello world, the same thing. All right, so let's set it up. Let's set it up and get it rolling well. So we have we have our list view, and then this is fine. So let's look at the logic. How will this really work out? So but before we do that, guys, let's go to our login screen, and when they are creating an account, we need them to okay, so I think we need to sacrifice something. Okay, let's see. I want to say we should sacrifice, but yeah, we need to sacrifice. Let's sacrifice Google sign in. Okay, so that's it. I've sacrificed that, so we're off. We want to use this for name, so I will call this name. All right, so maybe name. So when we click in here, let's change this to name. All right, so let's say full name. Okay, so when the user clicks on this, we want to be able to create this field too. So we'll click on this and change it and say display name. All right, so it's going to be from variable, and then we're going to say widget state full name. All right, so we're done with that. Now we're going to have a full name and name role in our application. We wouldn't have had it before. So now we have this. So if we have removed that here, let's remove this. So there's no space for Google sign in, so we'll leave that out. It's quite simple, guys. It's quite simple. So let's see what next we need to do. So let's go ahead and check out the post details screen. So the post details screen here is really nice. So it's inside the list view. So let's query the list view. All right, so we will query the list view. This is gonna be comments. So when people make a comment, it shows here. All right, so we will come over here and say query collection, and then we will say it's comments, list of all comments, and we're going to filter these comments by the post, right? So we have a particular one called post, and it's a user, it's a reference. So we'll say it's equals to the PostRef, right? So it has to be equal to the PostRef. We don't want to show a comment that was in another that was for another post in this place. So that's why we had that particular part. I will explain that again. So now we have this, and let's just go ahead and do some I need to go to the column itself. So this is a column, and I will need to add something here, 12, maybe something even more serious, 20. All right, so 20, something like this. Okay, so even more, I think maybe 30. I don't know, guys. Okay, so something like this is good, I think. Let's make this guy 16, and then maybe this guy too, 16. All right, so we have this, and then this is it, guys. So what we need to do now quickly is we can actually scroll down, and we have our comment here. So what I would do here is this row, let me give it some padding below, yeah, so that I can see some things. Okay, great, nice. So what do we do next? What we just really need to do quickly here is I will go ahead and set some things here. So this particular image is going to be for where is it? We want to be able to put the folder of the, let me copy this thing, guys. I'm copying this picture because I'll need to use it. So we say no, not asset, guys, it's network. So I'm copying this. It's going to be this is comments document. This is going to be their user folder A. That's the folder of the person who is commenting, right? And so I wanted to use it here by saying default variable. Okay, great. And then this is going to be the name of the person commenting, right? So we will say comment username A. So, okay, and then this is going to be the comments, the comment of the person commenting. Okay, great. So we are going to say comment A. Great. So we have this. The thing we need to do now is for this particular one, this is going to be the folder of the user B. So say user folder B. I made a mistake here. Okay, guys, I did make a mistake with the naming with the type there. user b photo. I said it's a string, but that's wrong. What did I even call it? User photo. I didn't write it correctly. So let's user photo b. It's not a string, it's an image part, and we have this. Okay, so great. And then let's click on here and go to comments, user photo b. This is it. All right, then I'll click on this and say comments username b. Right, then this is gonna be comment b. All right, so I say comments b. Okay, so we are good now. So this is it, but we're not done, guys. We're not gone, but we're very close. So we will click on this. When the user clicks on this, he wants to reply to this particular comment. All right, so this particular comment. So what we now need to do is, let's come over here and say comments. Yeah, so we want to reply to this particular comment. Yes, so we will say click on this. We want it to pop up something like a bottom sheet. Actually, we have a design already. So show the bottom sheet that's for reply. Maybe we can just say 500 as the height. And then now when the user clicks on this, we want to take, there are lots of information that are in this screen, guys. So there are lots of information. Why can't I scroll up? Okay, there are lots of information on this screen. So what I want is that I need the user, I need to be able to transfer this information to the other screen, like where we have the pop-up, right? So I will have to click on define. It takes me here. I need to define some parameters. The two things I need is the post ref. Really, do I need the post ref? I just need the comment ref. I need just the comment ref, and then click on required, and then this is going to be a document reference, comments, and I think that's it, guys. Really, that's it. Comment ref. So where is the comment? I'll click on this to pass it, and then how do we get it? So we will see here, this is a comments document, right? And then we will say reference. So this is a comments ref. So we have to reference the comments that happens here, right? The user goes ahead and clicks here to drop a comment, and then we do that. So first of all, they need to create a comment. So let's see how to make them create the comment. This is the text field for comments, and then this is the action field. So when they click on this, what we want them to do quickly is want them to be able to create a document in Firebase, and that document is called comments. It's in the collection called comment. And it's going to capture the post, which is a post reference, and so we'll pick this and we say confirm, and then this username a, we will say from variable username a is going to be the person commenting. All right, so that means authenticated user display name. So we need another thing, username b. No, not in this case. So what we need here is going to be let's say user photo a. All right, so everything in this case is just going to be for user photo a. We will click on this and go to authenticated user photo URL. The next thing is the comments, right? Let's go to from variable. We'll click on this, go to this is, no, we don't need username b, we need a comment a. Yes, so comment a, we want to say from variable is going to be the widget state. We say comment. Great. Do we need anything else? Yes, we need something. We didn't put it here, but we will put it somehow, I think. Yeah, we will have to put it somehow. I will show you guys where we need to put these things that we're about putting. So we say okay, comment a time, exactly. So comment a time, the time that that comment was made. So we will say it's a global property, and it's current time. Okay, good, guys. All right, so the next thing we need to do now is let's just do some little arrangement to this. So this row contains a text, so let's add another text. Actually, let's just add another text, and this is the text. Let me rearrange this text. Okay, so this is going to be, let's make them like this. Okay, so this is just going to be maybe, let me say 150. Right, so I will make this smaller, maybe 300 by 10. So I'm not really so much of a guy that could do UI without seeing a design, so bear with me. So I will say this is what I'm going to use for the time that comment, the first comment was made. So I will click on this and say comment a time. All right, so we will say date time format, and then we will say relative a moment ago. So great, so we have that. So I will just copy this, right, and then okay, I can just copy it. So let's see, let me see, how was that done? This was in a column. Okay, all of this was actually in a column, so we just need to add a row, and in this row I need to add a text. Okay, so this is the text. It's a 300 by 10, and the padding here is 150. So let's say 200. Really, we just needed to really go inside. Okay, great. So this is this one. Then we will say comment document comment b time. Great. So that's wait a minute, it didn't ask me to specify some things. Comments document comment b time. That's a problem. That's surprising. Comment b time string. I made a mistake again, guys. So comment b time. So let's click on this and say date time. I made it a string before, and so since I didn't see what I was looking for, I knew there must be a mistake. So now, yeah, further changes, we say date time, and then we will say relative and confirm. Okay, so guys, we're good now, so we can see the times. So when the user clicks on this, it will pop up the bottom sheet, and we see this. It's sending information of the comment ref to that screen. So let's go now to that screen and then set up everything. Now we want a situation whereby the user, they'll type something here. Let's call this thing reply. All right, and then when they click on this, we want them to be able to update that comment that was created. You understand? Yes, so we want them to update Firestore update document, and then the document we're updating is the comment ref. Okay, and then we confirm, and then we do add field, and then wait, are we adding anything? Yes, we're adding some fields, but it's not post. It's just going to be the comment b, and we say from a variable. We click on unset, and we say what do we say, guys? We say widget reply. Okay, great. Then what else do we need to put here? We need to put the user name b. So we say from specific value, so from variable, we will go ahead and say authenticated user display name. All right, then we go ahead and say the next one is going to be the user photo b. Okay, I still call this photo b. I didn't even write it correctly. I'm sorry, guys. So let's go ahead and say authenticated user photo URL. Okay, user photo b, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and then do the next one. What are we setting up here? We're setting up the comment b time. So we will come here, global properties, current time, confirm, and we're good. So now we've done this, and guys, I want a situation whereby when they click on that, I want this thing to close. So let's go ahead and click on this and add bottom sheets, and we say dismiss. All right, so we are dismissing that screen. All right, you get to see all of this in action very soon. Now we have done this, there's one more thing we need to do, post details. Now when we are creating from experience, right, when we create oh, come on, Okay. So now we have these two things. I didn't really want them to be separate, guys. So I will go ahead and say wrap these in a column, right? So I'm wrapping that in a column. I'll click on this and cut it out from here. Find that column for this one, and I want everything to be together because I want to hide the entire text field. I want to use a condition to hide it. So let's click on this and say 12. Great. So now I want to hide the whole of this column. If okay, now good. There's something we need to do. Okay, guys, let's run it first and see if we encounter the trouble that I think we will encounter, then we will come back to fix it. Okay, so now we have good. Let's go ahead and come to Firestore database and let's deploy it. Now there's something. Okay, let's deploy it first so that it can show us some things. We will run into some issues that I want you to see how we run into it, right? I want you to see us run into that issue. So let's click on this. Okay, so this is Firebase deployed, right? Let's go ahead and just run our application, right? So let's run our application and see how it works. The issue we're going to run into is the issue of Firestore rules, right? So but if we don't run into it, then I will have to think twice. But let's just see, right? So it's currently loading. We'll give it a couple of seconds and then it will just load. Okay, so meanwhile, some of the screen, I will just show you how one of the screens would have been created using AI Gen, right? So the Flutterflow has launched its AI generator, right? So you can actually get to use it to create, pages, collections, fields, collections, right? So without having to do it yourself. Okay, so we will just take a look at how we can do that in 1 or 2 minutes, right? So let's look for a screen, one of the screens that was done here. So let's just try something. Okay, so here you will just see, let's click on this, for instance. Want to create a screen, right? So when you want to create a screen or a page, right, so you see these now. This is a new feature on Flutterflow. It's called AI generator. So you can just go ahead and click on it. So we want to give a prompt here, right? The prompt that will generate a page. So what kind of page do we want to create? So let's just say we want to create a page to create a page with text fields for title, description, and upload image. Let's see how this goes out. Meanwhile, our application has finished running, so I can click on this to generate. While this is running, let's just see how long it takes, but this is pretty cool, really. Alright, so I think you have like 3 over page. Alright, so good. You see, guys, it creates the what is it called? It creates a text field for us. So you see here, title, so I can say insert page, and then test post. So now this is it. Alright, so it's beautiful, guys. Great. So this is it. So when you with the AI Gen, you can add some text field and some things without having to like drag and drop or design it yourself. So this is it. With this, you can now just go ahead and rearrange. With time, you have to just go ahead and then keep teaching the AI until the AI understands what you mean when you say a particular thing. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and then look at what we have created. Now with these, we're going to just go ahead and then create an account. So this is it. Really sweet, if you ask me. Let's say full name is David. Okay, so now that's some problem. It's writing my text as white. Guys, I can't really see what I'm writing. Alright, so anyways, okay, so I will change that later, right? So we just didn't change the text field there. So we're clicking error. David. Okay, so it says error. So I think okay, so error. Ooh. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. I can't even see what's happening here. 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's correct actually. So why is it saying error? And okay, so there's a problem. Let's say login, right, guys? We have some issues. So get started. Authentication, create account, email provider. There's a problem. So we use name here instead of email address, guys. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool. So email, password. Alright, so display name. Yeah, that was the problem. Widget max line is smaller than min line. So okay, so this was the test screen we're using with our AI. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and let's just delete this page for now. Okay, so let's run the application. Alright, so let's I think it should be able to work out now because I didn't look at that particular thing. I hope we haven't like spent so much on this. We have spent some time, yeah, but it's totally worth it. All right, because I had to like be so detailed this time around. Meanwhile, if you think this was so detailed, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much. All right, so let's wait for a couple of seconds to have this run properly so we can go ahead and test our application. So far so good. We have done like some very good work here, and let me show you the comment section again. So the idea here is that we have a post reference, right? The post, which is document reference, is referencing a post because we're going to be filtering the comment based on this post, which is what we did. All right, and then we have different users. So the person who is creating the comment is a user A. Person who is creating replying to user this a comment that is made by user A is called username B. And then so the photo of the user who is commenting is user photo A. The comment made by user A is called comment A. The reply made by user B to user A's comment is called comment B. Then comment A time is the time that was recorded when user A made their comment, and the user folder B is for the second user, and then comment B time and all of that. All right, so we have our application ready. Let's quickly test it, and then we close the tutorial. So let's say I didn't still change the text here. All right, guys, I didn't change the text color again. Okay, so this first one is the email, and I was pasting details. David. Okay, let's say David Rock, and then password. So get started. Come on. Or what is going on? Okay, so there is something going on that is not quite clear. Gmail.com. Let's see, Mr. David. The passwords are not matched. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Here is the same thing. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, this is really just gonna be taunting, guys. I'm not gonna edit this out actually, so I need you to see when I encounter issues and how I fix it, so you know that I am human too. Okay, so name, email address, password, and confirm password. So we have email address, right? Then password, right? Then confirm password, right? And then display name, and then we're fixing field. It's not telling me why something is not working. It's not giving me any other error really. It's just shutting me out. Create user account. It's just telling me error. Okay guys, so let me just fix this text color thing, because first that one is very annoying. Black, and let's fix this first. Let me look at what is happening. Okay, so this confirm password. I want to be sure that I'm seeing clearly what is happening. So when the user clicks on this, we're doing authentication create. Alright, so this is correct. Email address, come on. We're picking the email address from here, and then the password is from here. The confirm password is from here. And then we are creating user collection here. Okay, so guys, I will just do something out of regenerate config files. Let me just regenerate config files, guys, just to see, because I can't figure out the reason for that problem. So I'm just regenerating config files, and then crossing my fingers. I don't know, do you know what that means? So in Africa, I don't know whether it's done anywhere else, but in my country and in my continent, most African countries, we practice that. So when you cross your fingers, you're like, man, it has to work. It has to work. So let's see what is going on. It's not allowing me create an account. So Firestore. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I can see what happened, right? So I didn't turn on authentication, guys. I didn't turn on authentication. That was really not cool. Alright, so I'm turning on authentication now. Enable and save. Guys, big time sorry, man. So I think now that it's running, it's going to work. Actually, I think we can use this now, but I've erased most of the things that are here. Okay, so let's get started. Actually, it's gonna work now while the other one is still running. This is the one we're running now, but this is the previous one. Okay guys, it worked. So I'm so sorry, I didn't figure out we didn't turn that on. Anyways, I'm not editing this out, of course you know that already. So okay, great. Now there's something I should have done here that I haven't done. Okay, alright, so there's no need running these and wasting resources. Let's just go to another screen now. So what we're supposed to do is upload image here. So let's come here to home. When the user clicks on this, I want it to pop up a bottom sheet. So bottom sheet, and I want it to show let's say 500. Select component, upload image, that's it. So it's gonna pop up something here, and that is this scenario. So they will click on this, they will tap on this. When they tap on it, it's going to allow them to upload image. So upload image, photo. Okay, so upload photo using Firebase. We're gonna say show snack bar, and then after it has uploaded, this same image here is going to be what is gonna display the uploaded image. So we'll say widget state uploaded file, and then here we will say this is where we want to update the user document. So we will say Firestore update document. We want to update the authenticator user, so we're doing it like this. We add a field, we just want to update just one field, and that's the photo URL specific from variable on set. We say widget state uploaded file URL, and I want to close this window after that is done. So this is a little bit longer than I thought that, but I'm sorry guys, it's longer, but it's good. But I get it's really detailed, right? I like the fact that I'm detailed here. Okay, so let's quickly go ahead and then run this. Okay, so we're running it now, and right, I think that was all of the issues that we have. So here the user can create a post. So let's just create a post now. Thread social media is live. All right, I hope you guys have heard of Thread. Let's just come here to Google and say Thread is live, like something like that. Okay, so I don't think it has a lot of posts yet on the internet, so I think I can use this particular image. So maybe let's save image as. So this is a web file, but I like that photo really, but I can still use this one if it's an image. Thread, right? So we can use this, and then here, I don't know, this should be loading. What is thread? What is the description for thread? Thread is considered alive when the start thread class has been called. This is not the kind of thread I'm talking about. Instagram's new thread app, a few hours. So let's just copy this. Alright, so I'm just pasting this here, and then I'm clicking on this to upload an image, and then this is the image I'm uploading. Thread, great, it loads for a while, and then it's uploaded. It shows here, and I create a post. It's created. Post is created, guys. Beautiful, right? Our social media. This is our blog, right? So it's not showing my photo here because I don't have a picture yet. Yeah, so let's abandon this particular one, right? So now we have a post which is going to show here. So I click on this pops up. I will click on this. I know there's an image there. Should put something there. So click on this, and ooh, I don't have a photo, but guys, I think I have a photo of myself online. David Rock. Oh yes, I do. All right, so okay, come on, I want it to load faster so I can save it. I don't know if I save it like this, will it still give me the quality? Save image as David Thread, right, in case I have another David there. Okay guys, so this is pretty okay for me. Alright, so I will go ahead and click on this, upload. Alright, so I have this video is longer than I thought, but it's okay. Upload image, and image is uploaded. Now the post was made without my image, so it's not really there. So what I will just quickly do, I'll copy this image address. I will go to Firestore. We will create another post and it still be created by me, but we will see it. But now under user profile, user photo, so let me just put this here, okay, and update it. All right, so now I have my user photo. Okay, so it's now showing here 2 minutes ago by David Rock. Great. So if I click on this, I see these now, guys. So beautiful application. So we can say great post, great post, David. Then I can comment. Okay. We've run into some issues. Something is happening that is not working very well. So let's go ahead and just refresh this. Let me see what is happening. We fix errors together, and we will be good with this, guys. So comments is created. Comment is created. Great post, David. Post. Okay. All right. So the problem is the post. This is the post. post reference. Okay, username A David is here, user photo A is here. Something is missing, and it's important, and that's why it's not showing. Something is missing in the comments, part. Okay guys, why can't we see everything? Alright, so let's see. Okay, so what is happening? I can't scroll. This is, oh, I'm supposed to go to post details, and I was in homes. Okay, so there's something going on here that has refused to allow our stuff work. So we have the time, right? This is everything that has to do with A has been posted, has been created, but now we have things that are not working in B. Yeah, I told you guys we will encounter these issues, so let's go ahead and see how we can fix it. So first of all, I needed us to encounter that issue so we can actually fix it. So we have to also use this same button to create fields for the details for B, right? So we'll click on here, and then we will go ahead and say username B. We leave it like this, is empty. We will go ahead and add another field and say comment B is empty as well. User photo B is empty as well. User comment B time is empty as well. Wait, I need to put these really. Comment B time. Comment B time. Let's see. Firestore time from variable. Okay, so comment B time is a time, and I have to set it, otherwise it won't allow me to run it. Okay, let's see something. And then what else do we have here? So let's see, what else do we have? Okay, that was the last thing that we have to add. And okay, so now that's because then we need to make some sort of conditional visibility scenario. So these should only show this particular column now that has details for, you know, user name B, this person replying to a comment, right? We want it to only show, so we do conditional visibility. We want it to only show when, so we add a single condition. We will say only show when the post document, no, comments document user comment B is set and not empty. So we want it to only show when comment B is set and not empty. So right now they're empty when they are created at first, so they should not show. And if that doesn't show, then we shouldn't have any issue. We shouldn't run into trouble at all, because we have details for these, we have this icon. All right, so let's go ahead and then run it one more time. All right, if we encounter another trouble, we will troubleshoot it, right? Okay, great. So this is a good tutorial, guys, like pretty good tutorial. So the next thing I need to quickly do here, okay, so this was the one we ran into trouble with. It's not really gonna give us any detail like what happened, but I think what basically always happens here is something is wrong. So and also another thing we need to check out is this list view. So we said we're filtering this list view by post, and then this post was a document reference. Oh, hold on guys, we're querying, what are we querying? We're querying comments, right? Good. And then this is comments, so we have something called post, a document reference, and we're referencing the post. Okay, so it's good. And then so we're now doing filter by post is equals to post reference. So post reference, let me just confirm this. Okay, I think this was the problem. So it's equal to not this particular post reference, but this particular post reference, the post document reference. So this was the mistake I made, and so that means we would have still run into that issue again. And so I think this is it. So guys, let's not even check this out because we will run into the same issue. But so far let's just close this. But that was the issue, right? So let's close this and add another. Let's just add another what is it called, another story. So let's say Elon Musk and Mac fight, right? So there's this we're supposed to fight, something like that. Not like fight, but just like it's an information. Save image as, so Elon and Mark. So all right, so we have this. I want to just create I want to create a post, so I'm clicking on this to create a post. Elon plans to battle with Mark. All right, so then here, this will be a very interesting battle against Twitter and Thread. Something like that. Okay, so we will just go ahead and click on this, upload photo from gallery, and then I will just put up this image. All right, so that's it. This is up, and then create post, and then that's it. So we have 2 posts. Now you see my photo is walking up properly. Yeah, that's it. Good. And it's a moment to go and everything is good. I click on this, it shows me this, but even if we drop a comment, it's not going to work out, guys, because that was the problem. But now we have fixed the problem, so let's just close this and then come back here. So this is a pretty long tutorial, but it's super useful, guys. You saw where I made a mistake, you saw how I fixed it. I think you are going to end up understanding Flutterflow even better. So what I'm gonna do here right now is let's go ahead and maybe click on this. Right, okay, so this is the post I was talking about. Like, this is the comment I made before, and it's particular to this particular post. So if we go to the other post, this one, we won't see any comment. Great stuff, right? So I can drop a comment here. Wow, I can't wait to see the match. Lol. Okay, so then I post it, and then this is it. All right, it shows a moment ago, and that's it, guys. So what we need to do now is I'm gonna log out. I'm gonna create another account. I'm call myself Jane. Okay. No, not Jane. Let's call me John James. John James Bond. Okay, so John at gmail.com. Okay. Okay, and then we create an account. And so let me look for a John, maybe John, like a photo of a John. I think so. I think this should be me. And then save image as, come on. Okay, so I'm going with who was next. Yes. So this is, come on, who is next now? Me. Say save images. Okay, so this worked. John. Okay, so now we come over here and all right, so what happened, guys? Okay, so yeah, I just created an account. Okay, great. So click on this to upload an image. I am gonna upload an image. This is gonna be my image. All right, so this is another person. Of course, this person is John. I just want to show you the reply feature. So I upload image, and then I will go ahead and the next thing I'm going to quickly do here is we will fix something really fast. So all right, so I have done that, and then now this guy is going to come over here, all right, to reply to my comment. So he will say, you're correct, maybe correct, David, correct, something like that. He's like showing some form of solidarity. Great. All right, so guys, we have it here. It shows his photo, his name, and correct. Great. So this is it. This is how you create the reply feature within a Flutterflow. So I can post another one. I have 200k followers already. Okay, this is going to be John commenting now. He's dropping his own comment. Okay, so this is his comment, and then I can later on log in, or someone else can log in and then, you know, just respond to him. So, but this is it. If we go over here to this particular post, we only see what I wrote here, and so this guy can also reply, me too. So and then that's it. So pretty good, guys, right? So that's like the idea. Okay, so I believe you've been able to learn a good number of things from these, and please just subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and see you in the next tutorial. Thank you very much.